Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Arcane Trickster. For today we're going to run the other depths. And this time we are at level 5, so let's see if anything changes here. I know slightly different monsters most likely. I mean, that would be the logical difference here. Now I do have color spray here. I had forgotten that do have Merfolk's Blessing, and that is in fact a spell. So I did have a spell on here before. So the color spray is actually my second spell, not my first spell. I'm sure anyone who's seen earlier episodes would have noticed that. Now, of course, if I didn't remember, I suppose someone else might not have either. Alright, we've got this over here. I haven't heard of GM yet because during the first one, there was no GM. Second one, there was. This one, there isn't. The GM has to decide whether or not they're working that day or something. Nothing that way, apparently. Well, then down this way, and I was about to say see some troglodytes, but see and troglodytes at that distance is not exactly what I call. Oh, okay, now I see. This opens the door open. I guess I should have noticed the signal crystal that was there. But yes, at a distance it's hard to see troglodytes. I'm not exactly sure what gives them that ability. I know it's a classic D&D ability that troglodytes are hard to see. Hey, I moved out of the way. Rude. And that time I very definitely got out of the way. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Secret doors. Before I grab that, I'll grab that first. Oops. Scorpion! Okay, I wasn't expecting a scorpion, I must admit. Nothing. Certainly nothing as interesting as a ball of yarn. Oops. An armored white. So I'm wondering what gives them that apparent ability to be invisible at a distance. I'm trying to think what's special about them. I mean, I can imagine maybe being so in the water, perhaps, or something like that. But in the open, I'm wondering, especially considering the stench they give off, I think they'd be hard to miss. Alright, so this is another signal crystal. Is it down that way? Or make sure I didn't miss something here first. Nope. So let's go the other way. Let's... A troll. Really? Okay. I stunned the troll for a moment there. Good. I'm glad that in DO the trolls don't automatically come back to life if you kill them but fail to burn them or something. Because that would be an annoying mechanic if it existed in DDO. There we go. That should give them plenty of trouble. Now the problem is, of course, they do still regenerate if they're alive. Which is a mildly annoying property. Maybe I should have switched to something with fire in it? I do have something with fire in it, don't I? Oh yes, I still have the Ember Rapier. It's It doesn't have any pluses on it. It just has the, but it does have +1 fire damage, and I don't know if that prevents the regeneration or it only prevents the regeneration of that 1 point of damage. I guess I would need to check that out at some point. But I suspect that my rate of damage on this is so much faster probably than the regeneration rate that I may be better off where I am. I guess it depends on the exact regeneration rate. How much extra DPS I have versus their HPS on recovering from it. Actually, with what I'm going through in the hallway here, I think I'll spin a yarn, so to speak. Must be some really, really tough yarn that's in here. Very not much give to it if it... Oh. Oh, alright. If it's weaponized. Right? Okay. So it is... The purpose of that is for that door. So I'll presume there's another one of those infamous signal crystal items over down this way. Are there any skeletons around here? So I better keep the yarn ready. Oops. Oh, shadows I don't think are gonna... or raids even worse. Do I have anything that's ghost touch? I don't think so. Why don't I have... I'm surprised I don't have an ethereal weapon. I'm sure I had at one point and threw it away for reasons that I can't recall. Maybe during the catacombs I figured that I was doing more extra damage with this that... See, I am on a silver rapier right now. Anarchic. Okay. I'm confused. Uh-oh. Oh, we're getting near the boss because it says that I have explored the place. Open. Big elemental. Landslide. That's the amount by which I'll win the battle. Whoops. Alright, we'll just have to... Ouch! Get off of me, you block of stone. I know. Not much of an insult to a earth elemental. There you go. Ah! Perfect. What's in the chest? Reconstructed +36 orb of repair lore. Repair lore? Okay, +2 orb potency 20. Oh, that's right. Repair reconstruction. This is an awful one for me. Oh, well, it looks like an artificer's orb or something. No, most artificers use a rune arm instead of an orb. Okay, well, so much of that one. So let's grab that. Grab that. So we've got one more. I would presume this is to the depths of doom. So I'll meet you on the other side. The hint I was given is that there'll be a fire elemental here, perhaps? No GM's voice yet. I know I should not take that as a permanent given, considering what happened in the second dungeon. An elf? Well, that elf certainly has a... I'm trying to say how best to describe his sense of smell. Certainly one with a lot of fortitude. Either that or very poor at its job. Okay, there you go. Whoops. Good. A couple of blasts of that takes care of it quite handily. That's good to know, at least for the ochre jellies. Maybe I was wrong on the fire elemental thing, because that's an earth elemental. Actually, before I go around tangling with elementals... Alright, I don't think I'm going to get... Oops! I was about to say I didn't want to get too close to it. But apparently I just tried to adjust my position slightly and wasn't careful enough. Oh well. Maybe someday I will use stealthy maneuvers. I think it's quicker to step up to the panel. But sometimes, if there's a trap in the area, you can't be too careful. And of course, the reason for trying to disable a trap... Oh, I found the fire elemental! Alright, uh-oh. Okay, that wear off now? Let's see, how about you do that? Alright, good. Now no, there's no signal crystal there. See, I came from down this way, right? So we went this way, so the next way is down that direction. Ooh, silver! Up this way. And a big pile of rocks decides to attack me. Bash, bash, bash. Bang, pow. No signal crystal. If there's no signal crystal, usually the way to open it is right next to it. Okay. It's unlocked from the other side. Well, 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 well. I guess that means this way. I do see that there are a couple of crystals there, and I also sense that there are traps in the area. Is it this one with the traps along the side and the solution is to run on top or something like that? I better... Yeah, well, here's a panel. That was rude. I think that's the scenario for which the whole mage hand thing was developed. Alright. Were there any other traps in the area? Nah. Surely that couldn't have been the entire trap. Well, actually, maybe the... Well, the blade went down the center that way, it looked like. So maybe it also extended to the sides. Oh well. Not my perfect solution then. Let's bash that, bash that. Alright, that got us. Actually, before I... Okay, well, we got one down. Root. Okay. You're done. You're done. Oops. I don't see... What? Are there someone protecting that mushroom or what? Well, I don't trust these guys, so... We'll send in the hand to do it. We'll take care of that. All that for just one mushroom? And some prayer beads? So what's in this direction? Negative healing amplifier? Well, let's see. Oh. Oh, this is the shrine. So that means there was something in the other direction. I just completely missed it. Well, that's not all that impossible, right? So let's go back to the... Right, yeah. Yeah, here it is. Plain as day. So, back up this way. That looks like a boss. Argus Soulburn. Soulbane. Alright, well, let's hope he's not the bane of me. So, he's not a Pine Bane. We don't want to have someone called Pine Bane, right? How about... How about you? Boy, you're good at the saving throws, that's for sure. Okay. Got that done. Well, I think part of the objective was for me to try out the color spray, and I think that worked fairly well. Well, it looks like that... Oh no, there is... I'm supposed to be looking for Hammer Fist the Mighty, which I guess I'll be running into... Oh, that was an optional then. Alright. They're very good at their saves on... Oh, the Mighty! Wait, certainly mighty saving throws, that's for sure. The music it put on when I tried to poke it in the eye. What did the eye poke do? Let's see. Poke an enemy in the eye dealing 1d6 force damage with an additional 1d6 force damage per sneak attack die. Did I remember that this did force damage back when I was doing the Storm River Fresco? Now I'm wondering, did I actually do that? I'm sure the first time I saw it, I probably thought this would be perfect for the Storm Reaper fresco, and then completely forgot about it. I'm pretty sure. All right, that is the way I originally came down, or it leads to where the since apparently there are two parallels locations that went down there, and that goes to the boss room. Yeah. Up here, and we have the exit back to House Denise because that is the end of the series. We need to deliver some quest results. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to wonder what had happened to you. It looks like that rock slide or landslide, oh, whichever it's being called, was no match for you. It was landslide. Rockslide, I didn't quite have as many jokes to go with it. Yes, good job, and thank you for saving us the trouble. Here's your reward. There's a handful, but there was nothing that couldn't be handled. Alright, let's see. Axiomatic, sure, impulsive 50 leather of, see, leather of repair amplification, leather of, do I, who provided this for you? Artificer, more things that look like they came from an artificer. A ring of assassinate, a wrong tree. Okay, well, I guess I just have to find out which one is worth the most. And then I see that you're able to handle the minor threat in the sewers. I was beginning to wonder if this Hammerfist was truly mighty. But as promised, here is the reward to be earned. Thank you for your assistance. Thaumaturgic, well, that's immediately stop. Windswept chainmail shirt of Combat Mastery 1. This actually has a armor bonus plus 6 with a max dexterity bonus of 5. This actually works if, oh, actually it depends on whether or not it has anything else. Of Combat Mastery 1, well, I'm not too sure I'd really care about the Combat Mastery thing, and the Undead Guard could come in useful every once in a while. Evasive leather armor of healing amplification. Right. Evasive 4. Where's evasive? Enhancement runes, evasive. Oh, dodge plus 4%. Okay. I will take it. It won't be any good until I reach level 6, I think, but I could then do a good comparison then. I think this is a level 6, yeah, as a level 6 requirement. But that's it for that little bit. Now, I will see you at a later time to see what else we can do during our adventures here. I don't think I'm going to go through the Feywild with this character because I've done Feywild quite a bit on recent characters, but I will think of something to do when we return for the next episode of Piney Plays of the Arcane Trickster.